Who wouldn't want to have that sort of impact on someone's life, to really shape them, to better them, to have such a presence in their life so many years later?
And I never had a mentor or anything like that in high school, middle school, or anything like that.
You really can't function and think in a classroom if you don't feel that type of level of safety.
I realized that if I wanted to make a change in the world and promote tolerance and empathy, I realized that education was the best route.
If you come from a community and from a school in which you're the exception, this program is for you. This program is for those who don't want to be a part of a system that has not served them particularly well or their community particularly well.
We were thinking about first what teachers needed and then how to design a program to meet their needs. Everything from big, our values, to small, the platform and the materials we use is all aligned, and that makes the experience feel really coherent for the teacher candidates.
The core components of the program are really mirroring our student model so that candidates not only have a chance to see a strong teacher doing personalized learning well, but also the chance to experience it themselves. We also just place such a huge value on the time in the classroom preparing to be a teacher. The diversity of the cohort is a really important value that we hold.
The selling point to me was the personalized learning. That was a really, really big part. That personalized to someone's own level, someone's own interest is super important.
Being able to emulate the student experience in our residency program was very insightful. Here's all your work, here are all the resources, and now do your work.
When we all meet as a cohort, I'm using the same sort of skills that I'm asking my students to do.
They have a good foundation in how to use different strategies to engage a diversity of learners in a variety of learning activities that are personalized.
We believe learning to teach is really hard, and so you need that same support of a mentor guiding you along the way.
You have a certain set of students that you look after for all throughout high school. I didn't know that I would get a mentor though. I thought I would just experience being the mentor or get a view into that.
We just know that the more time folks get to practice and get to reflect and get to try new things, the better they're going to be for their students on day one.
My cooperating teacher taught the same class that I'm teaching this year. It was really fascinating what I was able to learn from him, spending every day in the classroom. It was really like living inside his brain. Like every single time a class would end, we would have some kind of reflection. It was never like, what did you get from that? It was more of like him just processing it.
And it was always like that net was there if I needed it. It was never just like put out on the ledge, okay, goodbye. It was like, okay, let's do this, let's do this. And that's been an incredible experience.
We believe that candidates will learn more from each other and from diverse perspectives, and that will make them better teachers and better ready to enter diverse school settings.
One very important thing that the residents have contributed is just the diversification of our teaching staff.
They're like family. We've had this really unique and kind of transformative experience. I collaborate with them on the daily.
The reason that our adult learners and I'd say our students come out believing they have a support network and friends for life is because we orchestrate space.
The great thing is that supports never stop when the year ends. You are always in part of this family and this community.
The first year, I think any year, is very, very collaborative. I don't think I've taught to anybody who's had a similar experience teaching. It's very unique here, but it's really phenomenal.
I've been so well supported from so many different places.
It drives me to be like a better person myself, knowing that if I have all these kids that look up to me, I want to be the type of person that I myself would want to look up to.
I was really nervous to start this year because I was going to be in a classroom by myself with a bunch of 12th graders, but it's been really great.
That's because we want to create a system that serves all students well. And if you want to be a part of that kind of change, of a system that at its heart is about equity, you should join us.